Boom, 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 boom. Welcome, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network. Welcome here to Talking Packers with Steve as we continue on here in the 2021 NFL season. We are in week number 7, week number 7. Here we go. It looks like a good bunch of matchups here. Certainly tons of fun. Let's go over what happened first with week number 6, shall we? The week started off on a Thursday night with the Buccaneers beating the Eagles 28-22 in a closer game than most thought, including yours truly. Then on Saturday morning, it was interesting last week where we had the first game of Sunday, let's say, or even the first two games to kick off to the week in general, but we'll just go on Sunday specifically. The first and last game both were thriller. First and last game. Last game was an overtime game, the last game of Sunday of this week, and I'll get to that game when we get to that. But both ended in the same score. One went to overtime, the other didn't. The other ended in regulation with the final seconds clicking off with a game-winning field goal. But both were the most entertaining of all the games of the week because the rest of the games were pretty much blowouts, if not actual blowouts. Where even with the scores being close in some games, didn't seem close at all. Anyways, so with that game, the Jaguars winning the first game 23-20. Congratulations, Jacksonville. Now the Lions. The Detroit Lions are the last team to get off the schneid, the last winless team. So, if you had a prediction or pool who was going to be the final team to win their first game, if you had the Detroit Lions, you won some money or won a gentleman's bet. The Vikings over the Panthers, 34-28 on the road. Ravens stopped the Chargers 34-6 in a crazy game. The Rams over the Giants on the road 38-11. Colts over the Texans 31-3. Chiefs over the Washington football team 31-13. The Packers over the Bears 24-14 there. The Bengals over the Lions 34-11. Arizona, even without some coaches, to include their head coach not being there due to COVID, beat the Browns 37-14. Baker injured. It's unknown if he's going to be able to play this upcoming week, but we'll see. He plays tomorrow night, I think, Thursday night against Denver. Dallas over New England 35-29. The Raiders defeat the Broncos after their crazy week and their new interim head coach getting his first win as a head coach. Getting the win there on the road in a divisional battle. And then, like I said, Sunday night football game to end Sunday. The same final score as the first Sunday game in London, in the London game. But here in Pittsburgh, the Steelers win 23-20 over the Seahawks without the Seahawks that don't have Russell Wilson. Still was a close game. And then for Monday night, we had the Titans over the Bills 34-31. So there you go. There you go for that week number 6. Though with the Titans-Bills game, the Bills, I don't know. Quarterback's fault, head coach fault. They should have kicked the field goal, tie the game, headed into overtime. Whether you won or lost then, whatever. May the dice fall they may, in a sense. But should have went for the points. I understand going for it and trying to win. Trust me, I do. But come on now. And especially with him as your quarterback, he's not the greatest mover and shaker to try to get that yard as much as it seems like he could be. So, come on now. The Bills. Anyways. Now, before we start with the Week 7 predictions here, let me share the many teams here that have a bye week. We have the Buffalo Bills. Awful loss. Dallas Cowboys off a win. Jaguars off a win. Los Angeles Chargers off a major loss. Minnesota Vikings off a win. And the Pittsburgh Steelers off a close win. So, the Buffalo Bills, Dallas Cowboys, Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Chargers, Minnesota Vikings, and Pittsburgh Steelers all have a bye here in Week 7 of the 2021 season. So that is cool. Caribbean cool. Or just general cool. But here we go for week number 7 of the NFL season. Here in 2021. Broncos, Browns. I'm going to go with the Broncos on the road to get the win if Baker's not playing. I think overall I'm just going with the Broncos over the Browns 23-17. I have the Titans over the Chiefs 26-13. There in that matchup. Go Titans. Come on now. Packers against Washington football team. That's going to be interesting, but I'm going to go with the Packers all day 35-16. Ravens and Bengals. I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Bengals 35-13. Panthers and Giants. The Panthers getting the win over the Giants on the road. 27-17. The Falcons and Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Dolphins over the Falcons 23-20. The Patriots over the Jets 35-16. The Raiders-Eagles battle. I'm going to go with the Raiders getting a second win. So start a little winning streak for the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm getting a win here at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Raiders over the Eagles 35-27. And then here, right at this point, we have my game of the week that pits the Detroit Lions versus the Los Angeles Rams. Don't mind the old helmet here, but that'll be upgraded soon. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, Lions, Rams. The Lions being winless team. The Rams being pretty dang good. And for my prediction officially, I will be going with the Los Angeles Rams to win. Lions to put up a good fight. They did against Baltimore a couple weeks ago and could have won that one. But we're going with the Rams here in this matchup, winning 26-21. The Bears against the Buccaneers. I got the Bears getting a win, 42-21. Cardinals over the Texans, 31-3. I have the 49ers over the Colts, 27-13 on Sunday Night Football on NBC. And Monday Night Football on ESPN, we have the Saints battling the Seahawks, again without Russell Wilson. I'm going to go with the Saints getting the win on the road, though it will be a close game, as it is a divisional battle, let alone a conference battle. But I'm going to go with the Saints over the Seahawks, 23-16 in that matchup. And then the next week, as I see, the Packers kick off for the Thursday night game. So, yay. Against Arizona, that'll be a test. Packers are going to be in a tough stretch after facing Washington. From then, but heck, I looked at the schedule, and I would say it's going to be tough from Arizona, on the road in Arizona, in a quick turnaround after playing Washington, whether we blow Washington out or not. And then a quick turnaround facing Arizona, and the rest of the season is going to be tough. So it's a good thing we only do have, as of right now, one loss. Kind of have that as his own crutch in regards to what we can, what kind of hits we can take, quote unquote, to our record in regards to loss column. But it also depends on and matters on the teams that we take the hits to, right? If it's Arizona, if Arizona wins this week and wins next week, and they're staying undefeated, they're 10-0 or whatever, 11-0 to their bye week at that point. So. But that'll be a tough matchup, but that's next week. This week, the Packers face the Washington football team at home. So, anyways, yep, that's my predictions for this week for sure, and certainly will be interesting. Also, I say, if you guys want to learn a foreign language, I suggest using Duolingo. It's free, fun. I mean, I've seen the other apps that are, have to pay. They're pretty cool too. Some of them even have actual video talking to people, or quote unquote real people, but some mean more effective way of training, way of teaching. But here in the free lessons and everything, you can retain and retain a lot, and you can always go over, redo lessons, all that. But Duolingo, I'd say, is the place to be for if you want to learn any foreign language. Like for me, I'm bilingual in Spanish and English, of course, and then I'm also taking French and German, as I'm learning those languages as a beginner, basically for both. So, dang it, sorry about that. But yeah, here I gotta get ready here soon to go to work. Yeah, I work as a manager now. So I say management. I was manager best job, but now I run the ship. The store is my castle in a sense, store manager. So, like I said, these videos come out come out in late March of 2023. So, if anybody does watch this video at that time, maybe you can take a guess where exactly I'm working at. And in March of 2023, will I still be there? I hope so, because they're gonna have They sound like they have an awesome manager meeting once a year in June in Chicago, in their home base. So I don't know. Look up companies that have headquarters in Chicago. But but you go to a hotel and you have a dinner and then an actual meeting day and all that. Fun times, fun times. But also as a manager, you schedule, which is pretty simple because you have two people. But they have a lot of days off because it's every other day. I have a short amount. Well, I have a good amount of employees, but it's all right. I'll get used to it, managing a schedule. In 2023, one of my first videos when I come back will be a I'm back kind of video that will be obviously separate from any of the podcasts and just sharing what I've been up to, any updates, say, hey, check out all these videos. I might actually do that, hey, I'm back video after I go through every single video of the past 18 months that I've done. Um, and, make them public and all that. But anyways, hope you all have a great rest of your day here in 2021, and otherwise, whenever you do see this. And above all else, as always,